Now, he was found guilty of the RICO charge and in gun possession and some other things. But he said, I beat the top count. I made the judge cry. He said, now he not forced to give me life, okay? If he was found guilty of murder under the RICO statute, he would have to give him essentially life. He said, alhamdulillah, everything good, not good, and everything bad, not bad. Just got to stay humble till the outcome of your situation and see what Allah got for you. Chin up, chest out. Shit ain't over. Nowhere near. Remain a G and stay sucker free. Never fold, never will. Free the thoroughbred ones and kill all the rats. Okay? Not the best message for him to put out. And he later did try to clean it up where he kind of put out this other message where it's an audio message, and his audio message consisted of this.
Flock here. Been a lot of talk about the trial. I just want to set the record straight though. Make my first official statement about it. I want to give thanks to everybody who supported me and kept me in their prayers. I want to thank everyone who was involved in my trial, especially the judge who made sure I was treated with respect throughout the process. I have to thank my lawyer, Michael Ashley, no cap, for not giving up on me and putting up a hell of a fight, even though we still fighting because it ain't over till Allah says over. I want to thank every one of my fans and supporters. I love y'all, everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. And my spirits and faith is high as they ever been, and I pray everyone out there is at peace and feel positive too. Flock here. Been a lot of talk about the trial. I just want to set the record straight though. Make my first official statement about it. I want to give thanks to everybody who supported me and kept me in their prayers. I want to thank everyone who was involved in my trial, especially the judge who made sure I was treated with respect throughout the process. I have to thank my lawyer, Michael Ashley, no cap, for not giving up on me and putting up a hell of a fight, even though we still fighting because it ain't over till Allah says over. I want to thank every one of my fans and supporters. I love y'all, everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. And my spirits and faith is high as they ever been, and I pray everyone out there is at peace and feel positive too. Okay. Flock here. Been a lot of talk about the trial. I just want to set the record straight though. Make my first official statement about it. I want to give thanks to everybody who supported.
All right. Okay. Just give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull. That's the transcript. How do I get that? I'm trying to pull the other shit. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. This is a letter. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to explain it to y'all. I just want to make sure I'm not saying bullshit. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like looking through the court documents for how the jury ruled and looked like let me see. Okay, all right. Okay. All right. All right, count one. Okay, good. Just give me 1 second. I just want to explain to y'all why he beat the murder charge, but I want to really specify why he beat it. Okay. So it's all right, bet. So I get a good understanding on it, and the paperwork that I'm looking at is in his case file. It actually validates what I'm going to say. So, if you're wondering how K-Flop beat a murder charge in New York City, for everybody who's going to wonder, this is how it comes down to simply this. First of all, the prosecutor he overcharged Kevin Perez, aka K-Flock, right? Now, granted, there is no real self-defense in New York City. However, if you're charging this guy with murder under the racketeering status, the way how that is set up, it's not just a standalone murder, right? which murder could be defined as many different things: first degree, second degree. It could be manslaughter. It could be third degree. There's a lot of different, and also first and second degree manslaughter as well. There's multiple different ways to categorize death and murder. Okay, sometimes it's negligent homicide, and sometimes it could be all type of different things. The point is this: they charged him with murder in aiding the criminal conspiracy. So it's under the RICO statute, and they said that he killed Huascar. His name is Oscar. Well, if you're English, you say Oscar, but the way it's spelled is with an H. Huascar Hernandez. They're saying he killed him because of just some gang shit. It's a reasonable way to explain some shit to say somebody pulls a gun on you. If you shoot him, it's not because he's in a gang. It's because he pulled a gun on you. So essentially, if they had charged him with manslaughter, he would have get found. I believe he would have gotten killed. Not got killed. He would have gotten found guilty on all charges. Here's the thing: under the RICO statute, there isn't really a manslaughter charge because here's the thing: manslaughter is kind of defined as, the person happened to die as a result of your action. You weren't trying to necessarily kill them, and that doesn't seem as intent when it comes to like racketeering. So because they wanted to charge him a lot under the racketeering statute and follow that guideline, which how they gave to the jury, and I'm reading the guideline for the jury here. Yeah, they found him not guilty of that. I think that's very important. So that would have gave him life. I still think he's facing around like 20 years. I still think he's going to get 15 or 20. Really probably 20 because he took this shit to trial. And it's one thing if you plea out, if you take it to trial, they're usually going to throw the book at you. The prosecutors are definitely not going to write any type of letter saying, hey, you know what, take it light on him. They're going to be like, hey, listen, at the end of the day, his shenanigans, and even though he was found not guilty on the murder, it led to the death of this person, and we need to punish him. So again, the reason why he got found not guilty on the murder is because they overcharged him. He wasn't walking down that block that day with a premeditated thought to say, I'm going to go kill my op. He was walking with two women, it appears. Someone approached him. The person had a gun, start threatening him. Don't know if they pulled the gun. That was probably seen on camera. Then after they kind of put the gun back, he then reacted. Is it textbook self-defense? No. Apparently, one of the bullets I think both of the bullets went through the guy's back, which kind of gives hint that the guy's back was turned, right? Now, it's all about the first bullet strike because if you get hit, you might turn your back or you might put your hands up or whatever the case is and twist your body, so bullets might go in different places. But apparently, both bullets or the first bullet seemed like it may have came from the side or back, which kind of gives some credence that the dude may have not been looking at K-Flock, which kind of would make sense. If the guy got the up on K-Flock, be like, yo, what's up, I'll do it to you. And then he kind of is turning back around and K-Flock pulls out his gun and shoots him. Yeah, it's not the textbook self-defense here, but, with a reasonable person, and if you look in what they're telling the jury to consider, they kept saying reasonable person. Would a reasonable person infer that, based on everything going on, if someone pulled a gun on you there, your life is still in danger even if they turn around for a second? A reasonable person definitely said that was a thing. So based on that, it was not anything premeditated. It was not murder that was in furtherance of the gang. It was something more of, closer to self-defense. But again, they're still not even calling it self-defense, right? Because it's New York City. If they put a precedent that is self-defense, if somebody pulls out a gun on you and then you could shoot them dead, there'll be a lot of retaliatory shootings. And what I mean shoot him dead is like shoot him dead after he's no more threat. So he walks away or something like that. You would see a lot more shit happen. But that's the only thing that he did beat. He went 1 of 6 in terms of beating it, but he did lose all 5 of them. Again, I think that's why he took down his first statement. His first statement kind of does make him look like, he's still on that thug shit. He's going to get sentenced not too long from now, and he got to chill out and hope they go towards the lesser spectrum, which is run everything concurrent, give him about like 20 years. He could potentially get 15, but I think they're going to give him 20. He's been in there like 3 or 4 already. So that would mean like 16 left, 85% of 16. He would have to probably serve 14 more years. How old is this guy? How old is he right now? How old is K Flock? He's 21 right now. If he got to serve 14 more years, bro, he gets out at 35. I'm going to be honest with you. I know people keep thinking about his music career. I think about his life. If he gets to 20, got to do 14 more, I think that's a win. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay? Music career won't be the same, but it is what it is. At least you come back out with an opportunity to live life. Okay? All right. All right, people. What time is it? Damn, it's almost like 3. Oh, fuck. It is past 3. What the fuck? It's 4 o'clock? Oh, I'm back on LA. I'm on LA time still. All right, chat. Let me see if any donations. I'll try to get to them real quick. We are going to wrap for the night. I do appreciate you guys. We are going on 1 of 30. And this time, you know, because I don't got nowhere to go, we should be making sure we could knock this out. By the way, somebody says, yo, reality TV on K-Flock trial, accurate or wrong, count 3 is life on the max. Go to reality TV. What? Reality TV. K-Flock. You said count 3 is what? Let me see. K did not beat the body. He beat what they say. Oh, let me see.
Because I don't know if K-Flock said this because he's delusional. I don't know if he said this because he's in denial. I don't know if he said this because he's just trying to save face. You was found guilty. Where was it at? For the body. Where was it at? No, not in a racketeering. No, firearm use resulting in somebody's death, right? Yeah. Gang, you didn't beat a body.
Wait. Bro, you know I can just pull this shit up my damn self. Like, hold on, bro. I'm over here turning my head like this, like I was a fucking exorcist. Hold on. Bro, he beat the body. What are you talking about? Hold on. Let me just pull this. Chat, respectfully. Sometimes y'all be like telling me additional stuff, and then I go look it up myself. And I hope this guy's right? Like, well, I don't hope he's right because I do like K-Flock. Let me just pull it up. This is, what document is this? Letters. Okay. Is this a verdict? Where's the order? No. Okay. Oh, is it this? I think this is it. Okay, perfect. All right, I got the document. K-Flock. I'm gonna post everything on the academy.blog too. Let me just send it to that computer, and I'll break it down exactly what it means. K-Flock. Yeah, federal court kind of sucks because, like, bro, like we can't get real access to it. We don't know what's going on. But I mean, like, we have to read inner city press. It goes really quick. Like in most other court cases, you have a lot more connection. Like even with A$AP Rocky, at first we weren't really tapped in, and then we were tapped in by the end because we were seeing shit. Oh, I didn't send it. Here we go. So the document homie just is showing, and he says, "What? I'll keep playing what he says."
You still found guilty for the use of a firearm resulting in a death.
That's not murder. Like that's not murder. Like that's I guess that's the biggest thing I got to say. Like I don't even know why I pulled up a document. I could have just told him that. Like that's not classified as murder, bro. Look, here's his jury verdict. Okay, so this is the paper this dude got. Count 1, racketeering. He's guilty. That's 20 years. This is the top charge. As I said, if the judge doesn't hate him, everything runs concurrent. He gets 20. It's like there's nothing more. Okay. Under racketeering, this is how it goes. Under racketeering, there's a couple enhancements, right? There's a couple enhancement acts involving murder. all of these things. These are enhancements, right? Like enhancements and things that a judge is going to consider for sentencing. Okay. Also, sometimes they have mandatory shit that will up your charge. It'll be plus the 20. Count 2, murder. This is the only murder charge. Murder in the aid of racketeering. Not guilty. Okay? Count 3, violent crimes. Guilty. Okay? Count 4, firearms. Guilty. Yeah, whoever this guy is don't know how to fucking read a verdict sheet. Okay? This is how it works. What people don't realize is racketeering, like you can get charged, like for example, Diddy's getting charged for arson, but it's not really a charge for arson. It's a racketeering charge for arson. The racketeer statute is a very complicated, convoluted thing where instead of them charging you directly for one thing, it's like the feds or the government saying, we could prove that you did these things, but that's not necessarily what we're charging you for. These are just line items in to prove our bigger point that you were running a criminal organization. So yes, they prove that you did arson, but they're not charging you. Even if they prove it, it doesn't say, oh, you did arson. You don't get an arson charge. You get a racketeering charge. So for example, acts involving murder. This is not a murder charge. They just proved that's why it's under count 1. It's under the racketeering conspiracy. Okay, so he's found guilty, and now this is why it says, what type of acts do you think he was involved in? Do you think they proved he was involved in acts of murder? Yes. Again, this doesn't mean he could have been an accessory to murder. He could have been an attempted murder. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? You have to use some reading comprehension. He's not found guilty of murder. Wire fraud, that's part of murder. Bank fraud. These are, no. Wire fraud, that's part of conspiracy. These are like 3 major components. This is why when they're trying to get people who are doing bullshit, RICO is very effective. Because if you're a scammer, you're probably doing wire and bank fraud. You get what I'm saying? If you defraud somebody, you did wire fraud. If you finesse somebody, you probably did bank fraud. Like, it's easy. So, and this means you got any illicit money through the use of bank funds or through any type of illegal way of illegal funds that you transferred over a wire. Anyway, so this is not a murder charge. Now, here's the thing, and this is why he didn't get found. It says, if and only if you find the defendant guilty of count 1, did the pattern of racketeering include the murder of Huáscar Hernandez? They say no. And then this is not a not guilty charge. It just says this wasn't proved. If they checked yes here, this next count would automatically be guilty. If they checked yes that his pattern of racketeering included the murder of Huáscar Hernandez, automatically the next count, which is murder in the aid of racketeering. Keep in mind, there is different murder charges. This is the Fed level. This is not state level. They have murder for hire. See, in Texas, they don't have murder for hire. That's why they call the Yellow Beezy charge some weird shit. Murder while remuneration, which is basically the same thing. Murder while there's money at hand. You get what I'm saying? Whatever. This is the feds. So the feds they also have first degree murder. They're not doing none of that. They're saying murder in the aid of racketeering. So here's a problem. And I think the jury, and there was a little bit of deliberation about it, they charged them wrong, but they were going for the jugular. If you understand how the murder happened, why would you say that K-Flock killed the dude just to help the criminal conspiracy? No. Killed the dude because the dude threatened him. Right? Now, they might be like, well, it's all because of a gang beef, but in the jury instructions, it kept saying a reasonable person. A reasonable person is going to be like, no, somebody comes up to me and pulls a gun when I'm with my 2 sisters or whatever. I'm not thinking about a gang. I'm thinking about survival. You know what I mean? Violent crimes, guilty. And then they said assault with a deadly weapon and attempted murder proved. See, these aren't charges. These are just like a part of these. You see, These are like other ancillary racketeering charges. So the big one is RICO, but then anything else, they charge the big RICO and ancillary parts of RICO, right? Murder in aid of racketeering, violent crimes in aid of racketeering. Then count 4 is a firearms offense, which is pretty simple. He had a gun, right? Let's count 4. Then where's 5 and 6? I thought there was 5 and 6. Oh, actually, I think there was like the jury had either wiped away 2 of them. There was some other shit that happened. But anyway, for the guy who said this, with all due respect to you, bro, the only flat out murder charge is count 2. What you're seeing here is not charges. The main charge is conspiracy. Okay? And under conspiracy could have a bunch of stuff. So he did beat the murder. Just like, please correct yourself, whoever that is.
Because I don't know if K-Flock said this because he's delusional. I don't know if he said this because he's in denial.
Or maybe he has a lawyer that could read. Yo, who is this guy?
I don't know if he said this because he's just trying to save face. You was found guilty. Where was it at? For the body.
What is he quoting, though? I think I explained it, though.
Where was it at? No, not in the records. No, firearm use resulting in somebody's death, right? Yeah. Gang.
Nah, yeah, he pointing up there. Yeah, that don't matter. That don't matter. Someone would be found, or this is not found guilty. This would be proved by whoever who gave K-Flock the gun is guilty of this too. Whoever whose house he ran to afterwards is guilty of this too. It's not a murder charge. It's just a RICO charge that says there was a murder that involved other acts that could contribute to that murder. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway. All right. Pray for K-Flock and obviously the family of Huascar Hernandez. Pray for peace and hopefully everybody, peace, tranquility, and prosperity. People, I do want to say thank you guys for tapping in tonight. I think we had a pretty good night tonight. I came back from Miami a little bit sick, even though I went to LA. We're preparing that.
So K-Flock, man. I low-key feel bad for K-Flock because I think he's a product of his environment. He was spinning on IG Live. He used to go on IG Live to spin on people. He's probably one of the biggest drill rappers. You could call him a pioneer for the New York drill. Like the different type of drill, not the pop smoke drill, the other type, just dissing. And man, it's crazy. I don't know what to say about K-Flock. Hopefully everything gets spared for him, but all we could do is pray. And man, he was really spinning though, bro. So this is what comes with it. So hey man, it's your boy Big Act News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.